Recently, a demo for Valkyria Chronicles 4 came out. Since I was interested in getting this game, I decided to try out the demo. It's free, so nothing to lose, right? The game will be coming out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and on PC. Since if I were to get the game, I'd get it on Switch, I played the Switch version of the demo. For anyone who doesn't know, Valkyria Chronicles was a strategy RPG made by Sega that came out back on the PS3 in 2008. It garnered a decent fanbase in the Western world, but its two sequels, Valkyria Chronicles 2 and 3, never came out in the West. Last year, a spin-off title that featured a more action RPG combat style called Valkyria Revolution came out, and the West actually got it too this time. But that game didn't quite scratch the itch of fans waiting for another game similar to the first Valkyria Chronicles. 10 years after the original game, another game in a similar vein is finally coming out, and is also coming to the West. Here are my impressions of the demo for Valkyria Chronicles 4. Now, I didn't play a ton of the first game, but I do have it, and I have to say right out of the gate that Valkyria Chronicles 4 feels familiar and similar to that game in a good way. I played a bit of Valkyria Revolution last year, but I was just not feeling that one. Combat is similar to what was featured in the first Valkyria Chronicles, so if you were a fan of the combat in the first game, you will most likely enjoy this one too, based on my experience with the demo. You control your units by selecting them on a map of the battlefield, spending command points to do so, and then get to move them around in a third-person perspective. Moving the units and attacking both cost action points, an orange meter each character has that shows how far they can go in the actions they can take. Every unit belongs to a class, which each has its own role, attributes, and weapons in battle. You can move the same unit multiple times in one turn, but they will have less action points each time you try to move them in the same turn, representing them growing tired. Characters also have something called potentials, which have a chance of activating based on what is going on in the battle or what the character is doing. These can be helpful things like increasing the unit's defense when targeted by multiple enemies, or harmful like decreasing accuracy when acting alone. Character interactions during the story sequences are fun, and there is some conflict between characters to help create tension on a personal level for them. The overarching plot setup is pretty standard so far, fighting against an empire in fake Europe, but there could be twists later on. The game's art style is pleasant for the most part. It has that unique style fans of the original have come to enjoy. The character designs and 3D models look much more appealing to me than in the recent spin-off Valkyria Revolution, which in my opinion does not have a great art style. I played this demo on the Nintendo Switch, and the game never shows any signs of suffering in terms of its performance, whether I'm playing on the TV or in handheld mode, and the resolution looks good even in handheld mode. To sum things up, based on my experience with the demo, I'm planning to buy the full game, and would recommend anyone interested to try out the demo as well. So, are you planning on playing the demo, or are you already set on buying the full game? Let me know your thoughts below, and thanks for watching this far in. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. More is on the way. Musabori Man out.